Hey there, how there, ho there, it's Joe Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to the end of the PC Replay Baseball franchise season, as it is October 3rd, final day of the season for a lot of for every team, and of course, everyone is just wanting to know who will win what. Ed Welch on the second last day got 5 hits for the Reds, beating the Pirates 10-8, and a 2 RBI single by Frank Robinson did the job, and then of course the game of the day. So if we look at the standings, every team above 500 in the AL and NL would qualify. Well, we know that 9 teams in the AL and 8 teams in the NL will qualify, but I don't want to make an 8-9 game in the AL and not make an 8-9 game in the NL. So the Cubs will get in as such, even if they don't beat the Cardinals. Now, there are some seeding issues. We know that Boston, New York, and Toronto from the AL East, Minnesota, Detroit, Chicago, Cleveland from the Central, and Oakland, Seattle in the AL West are going to qualify. In the East, it's the same thing 3-4-2. 3 from the East, Atlanta, Mets, and Philly. 4 from the Central, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Cincy, Cubs. And in the West, San Fran and LA being the only two. There are some seeds that have been done. We know the Boston Red Sox are the 1 seed no matter what. We know that whoever wins the AL West, I know it's Oakland, Seattle, both at 92 wins, but whoever wins that division will be the 2 seed. Whoever loses could be the 4 seed, could be the 5 seed, depending on what they do. If they both win, Oakland and Seattle does, then whoever loses the AL West tiebreak will be the 4 seed. The Yankees will drop to the 5 seed. Um, and that's all. We know that, well, Yankees, Oakland, Seattle. Whoever wins the West will be the 2 seed. Whoever wins the Central, and it's Minnesota and Detroit fighting out for the 3 seed, will be the number 3 seed. There is still a battle for the 7 seed. It's the Blue Jays at 85 wins, lead the White Sox and Cleveland by 1. If the Blue Jays win today, then the Blue Jays are guaranteed the 7 seed, which means the White Sox Cleveland will have to be the 8-9 matchup. But that still has to be determined who plays at home and all that. The NL, we know that the Giants are the 1 seed. The Pirates are the 2 seed by wins. We know whoever wins the NL East, and it's still up for grabs, is the 3 seed. We know the Dodgers with 90 wins will be fourth. St. Louis has the 5th seed guaranteed, which means the Mets and Phillies or Atlanta. Someone will be 6, someone will be 7, and Cincy will host the Cubs for the 8 seed. So we know some teams will not need to play, that we're not going to be worried about things. So let's look at the October 3rd. Oh, by the way, Tris Speaker of the Red Sox is the batting champion. He's 30 points ahead. Babe Ruth of the Yankees will win the home run title at 51. And RBIs, I think Babe Ruth will win that. So Babe Ruth will win 2/3 of the batting title. Triple count. Pitching, Babe Ruth and Lefty Grove, I think they both are off. They're both from Boston, and I don't think they're both playing. So I don't know who will win the ERA title. I think it'll be a tie. Nolan Ryan of the Angels leads Randy Johnson of the Mariners by 2 strikeouts. I don't know if they'll still pitch. Lefty Grove of Oakland with 23 wins. I think he's the champion. In the NL, Honus Wagner holds a slim lead over Rogers Hornsby for the batting title. Ted Kluszewski is only 1 home run ahead of Slam and Sammy Sosa for the home run thing, but he does have the RBI title, so Klu's trying to go 2 out of 3. In the pitching triple crown, Tom Glavine definitely is the NL ERA leader. Randy Johnson of Arizona is the strikeouts champion, and Three Finger Brown could be the wins champion. So we're going to be playing 15 games. Baltimore, Toronto is needed. Boston, Washington is not needed. So Boston, Washington is going to be autoplayed. And Washington wins 6-1. No, sorry. Washington wins 7-4. So Boston wasn't really anything. Pedro beats Ellis Kinder, Wetlands 36. Yaz and Faratek for Boston home runs. Bryce Harper and Wilson Ramos for Washington. Of course, you know, Montreal. Look, Cubs in St. Louis, that game is needed. Oh no, sorry. Cubs in St. Louis is not needed because the Cubs know they're the 9 seed. They have to play in Cincy. St. Louis knows they're the 5 seed and will have to face the Dodgers. And in the end, the Cubs won 8-6, so they were at 500. Sutter beat Sutter, Lee Smith to save. Hack Wilson beat for the Cubs, Musial for the St. Louis. But yeah, the Cubs got in at 500 anyway. Cincy Pittsburgh, we know that's meaningless. Cincy will host the Cubs in the 8-9 game, and the Cardinals and the Reds are the Reds are the 8 seed, and the Pirates are the Central champions. And the Pirates win by shutout. Deacon beats Rijo and is the MVP. Cleveland, Texas, that game is meaningful. Colorado, Arizona, that game definitely is not meaningful. They're not even at 500, those two teams. And Arizona won the last game. Greinke beats Chassin. Since when's Greinke an Arizona legend? He would be more for the Royals, if anything. Detroit, Chicago, that game needs anything. Angels, Seattle, that game is meaningful. Milwaukee, Dodgers, that is not meaningful, right? Nope. Milwaukee, Dodgers, that game can be autoplayed. And Milwaukee wins 8-5. Bosio beats Vance. Fielder and Valentine for Milwaukee for home runs. Willie Davis and Mike Pizza for LA. Minnesota, Kansas City, that game is meaningful. Mets and Braves, that's meaningful. Oakland, Houston, that game is meaningful. Philly, Miami, that game is not. That is actually meaningful for seeding. San Fran, San Diego, well, we know San Fran is the 1 seed. The Padres win 4-1. Nice job by Ben's being Mickey Welsh at the start of the 1880s with Hoffman's 24 save. And Tampa Yankees, that's not needed. Actually, that is needed in this hindsight for the Yankees. All right, so our first matchup will be Toronto versus Baltimore. The Blue Jays need to win to be the 7th seed and avoid the 8-9 playoff, which means the White Sox will have to battle each other out. It will be McNally and Key. Going toe-to-toe. Baltimore will probably throw something and stick. So you got to face Jimmy Key. You got someone for the 90s. So I think they'll go with Ripken. Yeah, Ripken is going to play shortstop for Baltimore. So they'll do that. The Blue Jays know a win. They're the 7th seed and will avoid the 1-game playoff. Dave McGriff. So Toronto might as well. Maybe I'll take a walk from Clemens.
1 out, man on first.
Now Cal Ripken. Didn't play well today. He's
2 outs, man on first.
Here comes Harlan Clift. Went deep. It's 8-5. You might as well. Gonna go to Gruber. They won that run. They can't. So it's 8-5, and that's gonna bring
no runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 9th.
Bottom of the 9th. Substitution required at second base, and it's gonna be Gritch. And Olsen is gonna come out, and the closer is Zach Britton. He's got 13 saves. Well, Pat Borders is not a good hitter. It's gonna be Donaldson. He's going to come in to pinch hit. He has 31 home runs this year. Hit to Ripken, and he's out. 1 down.
1 out, base is empty.
Next up is Aaron Hill. Can't hit with a lick. Vernon Wells is going to come to the plate. Grounds it to Clift, who gets him at first. 2 down.
2 outs, base is empty.
Now Alex Gonzalez, who definitely can't hit. Delgado's coming in. Need something. And he grounds out Brendan the first, and the Blue Jays cannot clinch the 7th seed and
wins the game.
1-game wild card.
Until next time, this is Replay Radio signing off.
So that's a loss. So that's not good for the Blue Jays. McNally beats Key. Britton's 14 save. Harlan Clift, the MVP. So Baltimore wins 8-5. Still got 8 games left. Cleveland, Texas. This is critical. If Cleveland loses, so Cleveland plays Texas. They have to win. If Cleveland loses, then they will be in the tiebreaker. But the question, of course, will be if they're at home or on the road. So Cleveland's got to face you, Darvish. And it's Tommy time. It's Tommy time. He's going to play first base. For the team, Texas, they have nothing to play for. Yeah, they have nothing. They really have nothing to play for. They'll face Kobelski. Yeah, they have nothing to play for. They're not going to.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
Cleveland needs a win.
boys and girls, we invite you to
And then
rise.
that's going to create.
It's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 9th.
Felder's still going to pitch. Pudge will come to play.
No outs, man on first.
Feller is on BR. You got Andrews. Fly ball to the left. You could play around with 4 runs.
1 out, man on first.
Here's Buddy Bell. Never realized it. but they don't think so. Oops, wrong thing. Buddy Phil is going to come to the plate, and it will be Hondo, Frank Howard. Fly ball, Speaker makes the catch. 2 down, and
2 outs, men on first.
A-Rod is the last hope. Line drive towards the gap. Speaker will snag it, and Cleveland wins.
Cleveland wins the game.
Are they going to be the 7th
From
seed?
all of us at Replay Games, thanks for playing.
Well, the White Sox game still has to be played. Pavelski beats Darvish. Feller picks up the save. Tris Speaker is your MVP. For good reason. All right, so next is Detroit White Sox. This game actually is a double, what we call double important. The White Sox need to win to get to 85 and force things with Toronto and Cleveland. Force a 3-way playoff in which we will have to know about the records. Now, if the White Sox lose, they will be the 9th seed, and whoever falls in the tiebreak between Toronto and Cleveland will host the White Sox. White Sox need a win. Detroit actually needs a win too because Twins are at 90. If the Tigers win, they force the issue with Minnesota. If they lose, Minnesota, that game is meaningless, and Minnesota will win the division, and Detroit will be, I believe, the 6th seed, right? Yeah, Detroit will fall to be the 6th seed. Whoever wins the Central is the 3 seed. They'll be meeting each other. Detroit sending this lineup. And they are going to take Heilman up. They need Mickey at DH. Freehand. White Sox. Frank Baker Thomas. 3-1. Tykov.
1 out, man on third.
Hernandez tried his
They
best.
brought the infield in.
They told him all you got to do is look twice. And he
2 outs, men on third.
Mickey Cabrera is a good hitter. Needs a hit.
One run, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 9th.
They told Newhouser it might be up to you. Second base, and it'll be Geringer who will come in to play second. Got Chulas, Konerko, and Fisk. Chulas, Joe Jackson's a good hitter. And he gets a base hit. Chulas.
No outs, men on first.
Konerko. Konerko hasn't done anything. Newhouser says he can take him out. Hit to Donnie. And a base hit off this glove. It's first and second.
No outs, men on first and second.
Are they going to let Fisk hit? They're not letting Fisk hit. It's going to be Robin Ventura. And Newhouser, I don't know. They're not risking it. They cannot risk it. It's going to be Willie Hernandez who will come in for the save. He's got 30 of them. Ventura. Ground ball to Kell. Got the double play. They won it. Chulas to third. His run doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things.
2 outs, men on third.
Nice job by Hernandez. Now Harold Baines. The faux Hall of Famer. The fake Hall of Famer. He's a phony. Hey, this guy's a phony. He can't do anything. Mags or Gomez is going to come in. We're going to go with Mags. But he flies out, and the Tigers win 3-1.
Detroit wins a close one. From all of us at Replay Games, thanks for playing.
Well, Cleveland has 85, Toronto has 85, so the White Sox will be the 9th seed. They'll have to play in the one-game playoff, but the question on everyone's lips will be where? Toronto or Cleveland? I think they'll say Toronto. But anyway, Newhouser beats Pierce. Willie Hernandez picks up the save. Newhouser the hero. Well, why not? Tigers win 3-1. Now, let's see the stats here. Team versus team. Team versus. How do you know standings and all that? Oh, head-to-head. Here we go. So Toronto versus Cleveland. So we have to go head-to-head. Toronto at 85. Cleveland at 85. Toronto was 2-5. No, Toronto and Cleveland only faced each other twice. So Toronto won twice against Cleveland. Rita Crossford wins, down for losses. So it's 2-2. So Toronto and Cleveland both were 2-2. So Cleveland and Toronto are 2-2. They split. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Wait. Well, Toronto's went no. Down column. Toronto lost to Cleveland 5-10. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 2-5 because of Baltimore. Sorry. Cleveland won the head-to-head tiebreak. 5-2. So that means the Blue Jays will have to host the White Sox in a one-game playoff. But the Blue Jays do get home field, and the winner will have to face Boston. Oh. Yep, Toronto was 2-5 against Cleveland. They won twice against Cleveland, but Cleveland won 5 times. And Cleveland won 5. Toronto against the White Sox. Toronto actually won 4, and the White Sox won 3. So Toronto would have had the tiebreak with the White Sox anyway on that merit. And the White Sox won 7 times against Cleveland, and Cleveland won 12. Cleveland beat the White Sox more times than not. So Cleveland in a 3-way tie would have beaten both Toronto and the White Sox. Okay, so that's how you do head-to-head. Now, that means the Twins game against Kansas City is meaningful. There's 6 more games. Angels, Mariners. The Mariners have to beat the Angels to keep pace with the A's for the division. The Angels go with that lineup. They face Eric Hansen. And Tim Salmon will DH. Salmon is going to DH for the Angels. What are we at? We're at 14 minutes. Wow. Almost everything. Seattle, they must win. Seattle going with that lineup. Ken Griffey Jr., come on. Nelly Cruz, Ichiro, Ibanez, Cameron. Ibanez. So Ken Griffey's going to play Trey. He's the guy he hit the home run, number 32. He's the guy why it's 1-0. Oh, did he do it again? Oh, my!
That's his second homer today.
And the guy is not... Who's check? Well, Weaver's going to be taken out. Yes, they will.
1 out, bases empty.
And Dave Beltre will not hit for above the Mendoza line, but he's got 2 home runs. Weaver is beside himself. And John Lackey is going to come in. Why not? And gets Valley to hit right field. Now...
2 outs, bases empty.
If your pitcher's going to stay out, you might as well have your pitcher stay out. Omar Pescal. Omar is going to be taken out. It's going to be Raul, who got taken out of left field today. And there's one that's on the hit.
2 outs, man on first.
Ichiro. Like you're going to take Ichiro out of the game. And he gets whiffed by Lackey. Seattle's 2 runs might have to hold up.
1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left on.
But they'll
Top of the 9th.
Help if they need to. Shortstop will be taken over by A-Rod. Why not? They'll play shortstop, and now you got Vladdy. Hansen's a little worried. Vladdy, did he go deep? Nope, it's just a single. Nothing wrong with that.
No outs, man on first.
Now you got Gary Anderson. They're going to let him hit, and they're going to let Hansen pitch to him. Hit to Ellerud, and he'll get him at first for the second and 9th. Wait, watch Colin Kendrick.
1 out, man on second.
They are going to pinch. Yeah, they're going to pinch hit for Kendrick. It's going to be Wally World. Wally Joyner is going to come out, and I believe that's going to be it for Hansen. Might as well. JJ Putz is going to come in. I know he's got a pair of saves, but they're going to give Putz the ball instead of Sasaki. I'm actually surprised. Here's Joyner. Ground ball to A-Rod. Out at first. Barrel will have to hold because A-Rod had the ball.
2 outs, man on second.
Erstad. He's a good hitter. And he wins. Seattle wins.
Seattle wins a close one. From all of us at Replay Games, thanks for playing.
Now has to win to force a playoff. Hansen, big win over Weaver Putz to save, and they made the right decision after all. So yeah, Oakland must beat Houston to keep things there. And then, of course, we'll have a tiebreak to determine who gets to host the one-game playoff. Okay, 5 more games left. So Minnesota, Kansas City. Minnesota has to win. If they lose, it's a tiebreak with Detroit. Yeah, yeah. If Minnesota loses, we'll have to find out who head to head is better than Minnesota and Detroit, and that team will have to host a 1-game playoff. Minnesota is sending this lineup on against Dennis Leonard. Nope. And Joe Mauer will catch. Might as well. Kansas City they don't play for anything. Alex Gordon. Alcides Escobar and Cookie Rojas. They're telling Alex Gordon, could you play second? I can. Alex Gordon says I can play second if you wish. All right. Cool. 8-7.
Bottom of the ninth.
The Royals have hacked into it. Danny Tartabull, he's got a triple. Aguilera. They're going with Joe Nathan. They need Joe Nathan. 29 saves. He's number 30.
No outs, men on first. The third baseman is playing in.
He's 3 for 4. Can't take him out.
He's going to lay down a bunt.
McRae's going to take a bunt. Horvath sees this and gets the guy at second. Smart move. Get the lead runner.
1 out, men on first.
For Lee Willie Wilson. No. They're going to take him out. It is going to be Amos Otis, who's going to come out. To pitch it. And a leaping play by Cecil Travis. 2 down.
2 outs, men on first.
He has not done too well hitting, so they're going to go with Johnny Damon. They're going to go with Carlos Beltran. Why not? Beltran. Hit to Carew, and possible error. Is it higher than a 4? And it's a game foul result. Alex Gordon's going to come
2 outs, men on first and second.
People in Detroit are holding their breath. The pitch. Hit to Travis. Got him at first, and that's wins Central.
Minnesota wins a nail biter. Until next time, this is Replay Radio signing off.
You're going to have to catch 5th place, so the Tigers will have to head to Minnesota, and the Twins will have home field against the Tigers. Johan wins. Quisenberry is their loser. Joe Nathan picks up save number 30, and Killebrew is your hero. Now, my question is, as we look at the standings, is head-to-head, who would have won between Minnesota and Detroit? Minnesota had 12 against Detroit. Detroit had 7. So Minnesota would have been first place anyhow because they beat the Tigers head-to-head. But they didn't need that, did they? No, they didn't. All right, 4 more games to play. So Oakland, so we are going to do the Yankees game next. Yeah, the Yankees game will be next against Tampa. Yankees win, they have 93 wins. Now that is actually critical because it is critical for the Yankees. They are not going to win the division, but it's a difference between 4th and 5th. If they win and Oakland loses, Oakland will take 2nd in the division. The Yankees will face the A's, but they'll have home field. So it's kind of a complicated situation. Tampa has nothing to play for. Nothing. And they are going to go with, Huff will DH. The Yankees legends are going to leave Lou Gehrig. You are going to leave Lou frickin' Gehrig out. Ronnie does his job.
1 out, base is empty.
Where's Masuda? And they'll yank him, and it's going to be Charlie Keller who will come into the game. And he strikes out. Ronnie gets in. 2 down.
2 outs, base is empty.
Here comes Mattingly. Did he do it? Did he do it? Possible home run. Did he go do it? He did! Oh, Mattingly, of all people, wins the game in the bottom of the rubber.
the game in extra innings. Goodbye, everybody.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. That's when number 93, New York, New York. Now that win's critical because for Oakland, if they win, they force the one-game playoff with Seattle. Now, if Oakland loses, somehow the Seattle will win the West. They'll be the 2 seed because of wins, and that drops Oakland to the 5 seed because they'll have 92 wins. But the Yankees took second place in their division at 93. So Oakland, with a loss, will have to go to New York to play. Seattle will be the 2 seed, and we'll have Cleveland. That's what we do. That will end the AL story. There's one more AL game anyway. Oakland, Houston. Now, because of extra innings, we are going to quickly. Well, RBIs. Come on, Jimmy Fox has got to play. Eddie Collins is out. Well, Eddie Collins was more of a White Sox, so Jimmy Fox will come in to play DH. The Astros have nothing to play for, and they don't really have much. Vida Blue. I think it was the 70s? Field. In that game, 2 faced the New York Yankees, who are the 4 seed. But if Oakland wins, and that does say the predicament, well, Oakland will play Seattle. We need to do the head-to-head for the one-game division playoff, and we'll need to do head-to-head to see where if the Yankees are going to be a chance of a 4 seed or a 5 seed. Third base will go to the Greater. Left field to Biggio. Surprise. Center field will go to Cesar. And first base will go to Bill Duran. They're going to give Duran the first base. I'm actually surprised. Well, you got Bando, Cochran, Juiced. Now Bando can't hit for shit. Reggie's going to come up against Durker. It's a 4-1 game.
One out, base is empty.
Now Cochran. Cochran hasn't done much today. Ricky is going to come in to pinch hit. And he has a speed hit. Big single to right, but it's Ricky freaking Henderson. I think he's going to go for it. He likes to try for second, and he's got a double. Ricky's got the double, and that's trouble. We're still third base on the next pitch.
One out, man on second.
Well, he'll steal third without throw, and I believe, well, Juice is next. Nope, no.
One out, man on third.
4-1. Yeah, but you need runs. So Eddie Collins is going to be the next guy up. He needs RBI man. Hits it to short. Vaughn. Hospital field single.
Hey!
It is. An infield single by Collins makes it 4-2, and I think that's going to be the end of it.
One out, man on first.
Yep, they're calling for the bullpen. Bishop is gone too. Now what do you got? You have Herman Baker, Campanelli, Lieutenant. Herman Baker is going to come in. They don't have much. But Durker at 4-2 can't. Billy Wagner is going to come in for the save. Wagner's got 17 of them. Here's home run. It's a single, but there's a Daniel Boo-Boo in center field. He's highlighted. It's a 43. It's a 56. It's an error. Second and third for Dwayne Murphy.
One out, men on second and third.
Dwayne Murphy. Well, we don't have much on the bench. I mean, well, Eric Chavez could come in. They're going for Chavez. Eric Chavez has been told, do something. He's got to do something. Yes,
2 outs, men on second and third.
Can't turn about Fox because you've got McGuire behind you. You're dead. Fox. Fly ball center field.
Houston wins a nail biter. Until next time, this is Replay Radio signing off.
Seattle has won the division. So Seattle is the 2 seed. They did it. A great job by Houston. And Larry Durker's 14th win was the key one. Wagner to save Dickie Fawn, 3-run home run. Give them a fruit basket. Come on, Seattle fans. Houston beats Oakland. That gives Seattle the division. And they are the 2 seed. The Bo Sox are the 1 seed. The Twins are the 3 seed because they won the Central. Yankees are now number 4. They won 93. Oakland didn't win 93. They won 92. So the Yankees get home field against Oakland. Detroit must go to Minnesota. Cleveland goes to Seattle. Well, Detroit 6, Cleveland 7, and the 8-9 matchup is White Sox Toronto. The winner gets Boston. Cool. But we're not done yet. We do have a conundrum in the NL East. Now, we are going to do the Phillies Marlins game first because that game does have a little bit of implications. More so than you think. The Phillies, well, Michael Jack Schmidt. Yeah, you're gonna put Mike Schmidt out there. He's gonna DH against the Marlins. The Marlins, they have nothing to play for. Nothing. They gotta face Steve Carlton. Right.
Top of the ninth.
So the Phillies. Yeah, I know Fernandez is on V-Grades. Left field will be taken over by Yelich. Let's go with Yelich. I thought I changed my mind with Kusuna, but no, I'm gonna go with Yelich because it's Philly. So we got Roland, Schmidt, and Howard. Roland can't hit a lick. Abreu is going to come in to face Fernandez. So the Phillies lose their third. Well, then they need for the Braves to beat the Mets because then they'll have to do a tiebreak to find out who will face Atlanta potentially and who will face Pittsburgh. So yeah, it's within the division. Yeah, if Philly loses and the Mets beat Atlanta, that's a one-game playoff, and I believe it'll be in Atlanta, right? I think the Mets are hosting the game, which means that the one-game playoff has to go to the other seed, and that's Atlanta. Yeah, because now the 6th seed and the 7th seed is big. Now Abreu will hit. And he will walk. Fernandez walks him, and now question is...
No outs, men on first.
So you got Schmidt, not Schmitty. It's a possible balk. Did he balk? He did. Runner goes to second. It is a safe situation, and you got Michael Jack Schmidt. But it is
no outs, men on second.
You're going to allow it. Might as well. And a single to left for Yelich. Abreu will stay third.
No outs, men on first and third.
Schmidt might steal. He might. He doesn't.
No outs, men on first and third.
And now Howard will walk. Bases are loaded for Seminick. Bases are loaded. That's it for Fernandez. He's stunned while he quit.
No outs. Bases loaded.
Yeah, the bases are loaded. He's out. And Alfonseca is going to come in for the save. He's got 10 of them. So now Seminick. But Seminick is not a good hitter. I need a good hitter. What do you do? We're going to go with Dick Allen. He can hit those balls out of there. So Dickie Allen is going to come in. And he broke 2 balls. Ooh, that would have
no outs. Bases loaded.
That would have been. Here's Allen. And he will
1 out. Bases loaded.
Sure if he can't hit, or for like either. Jimmy Rollins is going to be your next bet. I would say Utley too, but Rollins.
2 outs. Bases loaded.
Hamilton is your last hope. Well, it will be Utley who will come to the plate. He needs a hit. Utley. Doubles to left. 1 is in. 2 is in. Howard is not a fast runner. 3-6 the hole. Second and third now for
2 outs. Men on second and third.
Second and third. Can't walk Boa because you got Taylor. And you're not allowed to catch the rock. No. So Boa has to come out. Ashburn is going to come in. He's got those big hits. Ashburn. Base hit. One will score. Ugly. He might do it. It is. Ashburn ties the game at 4. Unreal.
2 outs. Men on first.
Really, it's down to the last out. We have a tie. Fonseca botches it. And Anibal Sanchez is going to come out to pitch to Tony Taylor. But they can't trust Taylor. They're going to go with Delahunty. We've got to go with Ed Delahunty. We're on first. And he strikes out. Sanchez does his job. Now it's tied at 4.
4 runs, 3 hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 9th.
Yeah, they're probably going to take up... Well, he's on weak grades. Dick Allen moves to third. Rollins moves to short. Left field will be taken over by Delahunty. Center by Ashburn. Second will go to Utley. And behind the plate, Darren Dalton. You only have Callison and Kravitz as replacements. Justin Bohr is going to be taken out. Hanley is going to come in to pinch hit, and the Phillies are going to do their job and bring Tuck McGraw. No, Turk Farrell. Well, Constantine Reed are on beat grades if Philly scores to take the lead. So Turk Farrell is going to come in because they don't want to use their closer. So Turk Farrell will have to face Hanley. And he lines out the Delahunty and left, one down.
One out, base is empty.
John Carlo. You're definitely going to keep him in game. And he whips, strike three. Didn't know Turk Farrell was fully. I know he played
2 outs, base is empty.
And Charlie Johnson. They're yanking him, and it's going to be Miggy Cabrera, who says, I'm well enough to hit. Ball four. Real one. Not a good idea. Walking and Renteria down.
2 outs, men on first.
Who's he done? Nothing. Renteria's done nothing. Osuna is going to definitely come in to pinch hit. And he hits it to Allen, who I ain't involved with it.
Two outs, men on first and second.
And now comes Derek Lee. They don't have much on the bench. Eddie West, Farrell does the job, and we go to the 10th.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 left on.
But he got tired. And the Mets and Braves are now
top of the 10th.
Have to watch Philly go to the 10th. They will have to make some changes. Hanley will play short. First base will be taken over by Conine. And behind the plate will be JT Realmuto. Gordon and Ugler are the only two guys on the bench. Now Chuck Klein comes in. Sure, he's whiffed 3 times, but they don't have much left.
1 out, base is empty.
Aaron Dalton. Well, he has to stay in the game because he's going to be a catcher. And he looks. Sanchez will walk him, and now Michael Jack Schmidt.
1 out, man on first.
DH. No, base action is a 6-3, a wild pitch. Has to be higher than a 3. It's not.
1 out, man on first.
And now comes Schmidt. Schmidt. Deep fly, but Stanton makes the catch. He almost did it again.
2 outs, men on first.
Like Montreal 1980. Ryan Howard is coming to hit. Might as well. And he strikes out. And it's a perfect shot.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 10th.
On to the 10th. And now you got Luis Castillo, the speedster. He will whip. Farrell gets him. 1 down.
1 out, base is empty.
Here's Yelich. And he whips. That's 2. 1 more to go.
2 outs, base is empty.
Here's Chef. And he will fly to center. So Farrell does his job. But
they go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning. Top of the 11th.
11th inning. Annabelle will stay in the game to face Allen. Why not? Wordplay. It is a 3. We go to the playbook. It is a 2-2. Swinging on a sharp breaking ball. And we'll move to last block the ball.
1 out, base is empty.
Now comes Jimmy Rollins. He's got to stay in the game. And he'll run.
2 outs, base is empty.
Matthew Remy double to make it 4-2. Ground ball low. Got him. So Edible does his job to hold Philly in check.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
Shoosh.
Bottom of the 11th.
Bottom of the 11th. Turk Farrell is on beat grades. Robin Roberts is going to come in to pitch. They're saving McGraw, I think, for a safe situation. They need Robin Roberts. Mike Lowell has all 4 RBIs. Might as well keep him in the game. It's a rare play. It's a 4, so that means he's got to run it out. Only 2 numbers can screw the Phillies. And that's not one of them. So Roberts does his job.
1 out, base is empty.
And for Hanley. Hanley and then John Carlo. Hanley, fly ball, Ashburn makes the catch. 2 down.
2 outs, bases empty.
Mets and Braves are sitting on their hands because they need to know what the situation is like for them. Giancarlo to the plate. Strike three. Roberts does his job.
An easy inning to score. 1, 2, 3.
4-0, and Fernandez was
Top of the 12th.
On to the 12th. Sanchez is on deep grades. And it's going to be Ramos. AJ Ramos, I'm surprised they go putting that in. I mean, you have nothing to lose. Ashburn, he tied the game, remember. Hit to Castillo. He gone. 1 out.
1 out, bases empty.
Here comes Doug Hunty. He has to stay in because he's only hitting the bat. And he strikes out. Carlos does his job.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here's Klein. Driller to the catcher. They got him. So 3 quick outs.
It's a 1, 2, 3 inning.
And I'm going to make 9.
Bottom of the 12th.
Bottom of the 12th. We got Conine, Realmuto, and Lee. Conine, this is who's the back. And he'll ground it to Ugly. Got 1 out.
1 out, bases empty.
There's Realmuto. Anyways.
2 outs, bases empty.
Yeah, the playoffs will have the special Eric Lee. They fly, but Del Hunty makes the catch. We thought he won the
It's a 1, 2, 3 inning.
On to the 13th.
Top of the 13th.
And now Dalton to the plate.
1 out, bases empty.
Now comes Michael Jack Schmidt. They're going to let him hit. Might as well.
2 outs, bases empty.
And now Ryan Howard. They're yanking him. It's going to be Kravitz. Almost is on his last batter. He walks Gravity. Now the question is, do you go with
2 outs, men on first.
That's Dick Allen. He has to hit because he's done 2. It is a 5-5, a stolen base by Kravitz. Moves to second.
2 outs, man on second.
Rose is on B grade. Dick Allen is a tight hitter. Well, he's 0 for 2. Well, he walks him, and I think that's going to be it for Ramos. That is it.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Not a bad idea. You might as well try. And C-Set, the Submariner, plays Rollins. 2 singles to center. Now, it's an RBI. It's 5-4. Jimmy Rollins saves today.
2 outs, men on first and third.
Doug McGraw for the save. Utley is coming to the plate. Right on. Well, let's see. It is a 4, so I don't know what they're going to do. They have to retire somebody. It's an infield single. It makes it 6-4 for the Phils.
He now has 3 RBIs today.
It is going to be a dramatic
2 outs, men on first
Philly.
and second.
And now Richie Ashburn is going to come to the plate. This will be his 3rd at bat. Line drive to left. Rollins will go across. Got a chance. It's a single. Rollins will stay. Bases are loaded.
2 outs,
now
bases
for
loaded.
Del Hunty. And he will line out. Bases are left loaded, but the Phillies do have 2 on the
2
board.
runs, 3 hits, and 3 left on. Bottom of the 13th.
On to the 13th. Robin Roberts is going to come out. Tucker Cross coming in for the save. No doubt about it. First base will now go to somebody. And they're going to give Callison. Johnny Callison is going to play first base. Why not? Put him in the bench. Castillo's coming to the plate. And he's done nothing. It will be G. Gordon who will come in the pinch hit against McGraw. Once a save. Their 2 other options are tired. They need to pitch.
1 out, bases empty.
Now Yelich to the plate. And a nice play by Utley. 2 down. Phillies 1
2
away
outs,
from
bases
causing
empty.
havoc. Sheffield is the last hope. It's a single. Answer is no. Sheffield expected. Now the Marlins.
2 outs, man on second.
Does have 4 RBIs. he could go deep if he has to. But it's a catch by Delahunty, and the Phillies win 6-4.
Philadelphia wins the game in extra innings.
A tight
Goodbye, everybody.
Big win for Roberts coming out of the pen against Ramos McGraw to save Turk Farrell as the MVP. I would have given it to. Who would I have given it to? Probably would have given it to Utley. He did have 3 RBIs coming off the bench. Well, that's win number 87. Now, that's going to cause issue because the Mets play the Braves. If the Mets beat the Braves, it's a 3-way tie for the division. And then, of course, we don't know who 6-7 will be. It will have to go to a tiebreak by tiebreaker of 2 teams to face each other. The Mets, if they do beat Atlanta, that's 87. The Mets would host Atlanta in a 1-game playoff, but the Phillies won, and now everything is up in the air. I think both teams are definitely going to have to use their main guys. Well, the Mets have used their guys. The Braves, their RBI guys. They're going to go with... Nope. They're going to go with Matthews, 58. Chipper out.
1 out, base is empty.
Pizza. That might be gone. 50-50 chance. Possible. A lot possible. It is staying far up one. Magna Moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's the Mets and more.
1 out, base is empty.
They will have to take these out. They will take him out, and it will be Rudolph who will come in. Dick Rudolph. They decide to put him in. And he will strike it right now.
2 outs, base is empty.
Division is at stake. Here's Hojo. Did he go deep? 50-50 chance? No, it's a single. That would have been big if Hojo made it 6-5.
2 outs, men on first.
Here's Beltran. That was the left. Big hit. Hojo will go for it, I think. 1-3. They'll hold him.
2 outs, men on second and third.
I don't know, but he can't pinch hit. McReynolds will walk. Bases are loaded for Daniel Murphy. So Dick Rudolph has just
2 outs, bases loaded.
things. Daniel Murphy. All he's got to do is just get a lift. It's a rare play. It is a 5. It is a 1-6 full count payoff pitch.
Ball 4.
Ball 4. Bases loaded. Walk at 6-5.
2 outs, bases loaded.
Now you got Rudolph. Minus 1 more out. Base hit. Beltran's in. McReynolds is in, and the Mets have made it 7-6.
2 outs, men on first and third.
Can't hold. And John Smoltz is coming in. They should have put him in to try to stem the tide for the closer. And Mookie will steal a 6-3, so it's second and third with 2 outs for Harrelson.
2 outs, men on second and third.
What an 8th inning. But Harrelson takes another walk. The Braves have been walking the Mets all day.
2 outs, bases loaded.
Johnny Allroot back at the plate. Please head up the middle. 1 will score. Mookie scores. It's a 2-run single. Allroot's 9-6.
2 outs, men on first and third.
And now you got Pizza. A home run. He did hit a home run in the 8th. Hit the shortstop. They finally got a third out. The Mets put 6 on the board themselves.
5 hits and 2 left on. Bottom of the 8th.
Bottom of the 8th. It will be Eddie Matthews to hit against Ron Darley. And a walk. Ron Darley makes it 19.
No outs, men on first.
Well, there's no line E. Murphy, drive to center. And Mookie will make the catch. 1 down. The Braves
1 out, men on
so
first.
Close, I think like 4 outs away from the division. Hancock. Come back to Darley. That will be a double play. This will be a double play. It is a double play. Darley knows his job.
That's their second double play turn today.
And the bullpen will come in.
No runs,
It took
no
McGraw
hits,
3 innings,
and none
but
left
they
on.
needed some.
Top of the ninth.
9-6 onto the ninth, and here comes David Wright, and they'll let him hit. And a base hit. With the right stuff, doing his job.
No outs, men on first.
Here's Hojo. And they're going to yank him. It's Tommy Agee. I think the Mets think they'll be okay. Here's Agee. Fly ball to left, Murphy makes the catch. I think it's a plan.
One out, men on first.
Here comes Beltran. Well, he's got 2 RBIs. He might as well. Here's John Smoltz. He'll take another walk. I don't know how many walks the Mets have had in the past 2 innings.
One out, men on first and
for
second.
McReynolds. No way I'm going to have McReynolds hit. Strawberry's going to come in to hit. Why not? It's a single. Does Murphy make a mistake in left field? No! The bases are now loaded.
One out,
Daniel
bases
Murphy.
loaded.
And Smoltz is going to come out. And it's going to be Kimbrough. Well, they might as well go with Kimbrough now. Oh, it's a bird play. Is it? It's a 4, so Murphy's at 3. I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to turn around. They're trying to get Murphy, and he's out. But the run scores, and RBI barely by Murphy makes it 10-6.
2 outs, men on second and third.
He's got 2 RBI single. Nice run. Yeah, Mookie's got RBIs. They will intentionally walk him to get to Harrelson, and I think that's going to be
2 outs, bases loaded.
Yeah, that's definitely the end of Harrison's day. Alfonso's going to come in pinch hit. Why not? And he flies to left. Kimbrough leaves the bases loaded, but the Mets do score.
1 run, 2 hits, and 3 left on. Bottom of the ninth.
Third base will go to Edgardo. Shortstop goes to Jose Reyes. Left field will go to Strawberry. And that's it. Riley will still pick. Giles as well. Giles to Murphy. 1 out.
1 out, bases empty.
Andre Jones will come to the plate. And he hits it towards the gap. Beltran will make the catch. 2 down. Mets are 1 out away from making
2 outs, bases empty.
Tie. Still Crandall. He'll definitely can't hit. Freddie Freeman is going to come in the pinch hit. Running throw. Hit to Reyes. Game over. The Mets win. It's a 3-way tie lead.
New York wins the game. From all of us at Replay Games, thanks for playing.
Currently in the win, Rudolph, the lost Mookie, the MVP. Of all people, it's Mookie. The Mets were, 4 outs away from being eliminated? Nice job by Seaver, but then McGraw and Darling. I have to see the play-by-play in the 8th. Okay, so Oler grounded out. Pizza hit a home run to make it 6-4. Wright whiffed, so 2 outs. Yeah, there were 4 outs away. Then Hojo singled, Beltran doubled, McReynolds walked, Murphy walked, Mookie singled. To score 2. Harrelson, walks, with Wilson still in second. Olerud singles for 2 runs. How many times did the Braves walk hitters? 7. Yeah, we probably saw all 7. So, that is it. We are done. Let's take a look at the replay daily. Ron Santo puts up 6 RBIs for the Cubs over the Cardinals. Don Mattingly hits the winning home run in the bottom 11th, and that's the game of the day. So, what do we know? We know that Roof is still the RBI champion and the home run champion. Speaker's the AL batting average champion. Roof and Grove did not pitch, so they both are shared ERA guys. Nolan Ryan takes the strikeouts thing, and Lefty Grove of Oakland 23 wins. Honus Wagner wins the batting championship. Kluszewski wins the home run by an inch. Sosa couldn't do anything, and then he wins the RBI, so 2 out of 3. Glavine is the ERA champion, and Randy Johnson, Mordecai Brown. Now, Boston wins with 111. Yankees 93, Toronto 85 to make it. Baltimore was so close to making things happen. Minnesota beats Detroit with the Central. Cleveland nips the White Sox. And because they have the head-to-head with Toronto, the Indians win and force the Blue Jays to play the White Sox in a 1-game playoff. But look at the NL East. Well, the Giants beat the Dodgers for the division. Pittsburgh beat St. Louis. We now know San Fran's number 1, Pitt's number 2, LA's number 4, St. Louis number 5. One problem: we have a three-way tie between Atlanta, Mets, and Philly for the division, and no games left. Obviously, yeah, we obviously have no games left. Now the question on everyone's lips will be, oh, okay, we have to go head to head. Well, if we go by home record, it's the Mets and the road is Philly. Pythagorean theorem would have Atlanta and Philly face each other and the Mets be screwed. But they won. I mean, I think you screw Atlanta because Atlanta didn't win. But now we have to go head to head. Atlanta beats Philly. Atlanta and Philly, right? Yeah, Philly went. Sorry, what am I doing? Yeah, Atlanta matched Philly. Atlanta beat Philly 9 times. Philly beat Atlanta 10 times. So Philly has a 10-9 on Atlanta, and Philly with the Mets. So they beat Atlanta tiebreak. Philly beat the Mets 8 times. The Mets beat them, Phillies 11 times. So the Mets beat Philly 11-8. Atlanta Mets. Atlanta beat the Mets 7 times. The Mets beat them 11 times. The Mets beat the Braves 12-7. So the New York Mets, I think, win. Mets and Philly. Yep. So the Mets have the tiebreak with both Philly and Atlanta. So the Mets win the division, and Philly has the 6th seed. Yeah, I was going to do a tiebreaker game between the Mets and Philly because Atlanta lost both tiebreaks. So that one game means that the Mets on tiebreak, because they have beaten Philly and Atlanta on tiebreaks, will get the East. Philly beat Atlanta on tiebreak, so they're the 6th seed and go to the Mets. Atlanta will now have to go to Pittsburgh. So that's what we got. All right, so let's get out of here. Now we have to create a new postseason. Oh, we're almost at 2 hours. I'll just save it for another video. Anyway, I'm going to do.